I don't exactly want to do this video, but it needs to be done because she's the owner of the channel, so I need to let you know. And in yesterday's live, I touched on what's going on and said that today I would give you details. So, as you can see from the title, it's regarding Miss Beany. This time last week, she had a massive seizure in front of me. Massive. She was severely contorted, gasping for breath, lots and lots of saliva. She was in a bad way and she couldn't stand. Her legs were splaying out. Because it was a weekend, there was nothing I could do. And then Sunday she was okay. Seemed normal. I mean, after the seizure, she went to sleep. Like, she just crashed, just like a human would. It was just, you know, it really took it out of her. She just was exhausted. Sunday was fine. She was okay. I didn't get any sleep because I was worrying about her. I mean, I told the besties what was going on. They've been in the loop the whole time. You know, the members, Beany's besties, because they're Beany's besties. So they had to know. Monday, she had another seizure. It sort of wasn't as bad as Saturday. She wasn't contorted or twisted up, but everything else was the same. Plus, she released the contents of her bladder, which is very, 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 very unlike her. Everything else was the same. I had gone to the vet Monday morning and told the vet what had happened on Saturday, and she said bring her in. And I said, well, I've got to make sure that the insurance will cover it first, so I know what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We shut at 4. Okay, fine. My insurance will cover it. Not my insurance, but Beany's insurance will cover it. No problem. But the vet won't deal with my insurers, which means I'd have to pay up front first and then start chasing for the insurance money. And just for the consultation and blood work, nothing else, would be £450 approximately. £150 approximately. I ain't got that kind of money. I ain't got that kind of money. So that kind of screwed things up a little bit. Tuesday, she had another seizure. If there is such a thing, then it was better than the previous two. It lasted very, very little time, thankfully. And all 3 times she was conscious. It's nothing to do with epilepsy. She's never done this before. I spoke to the vet and said, look, I don't have that kind of money at the moment, but please give me some advice on what I can do. The vet said, to monitor her breathing for a minute 3 times a day when she's at rest. And she narrowed, okay, it's still a long list, but she narrowed down the possibilities of what might be causing the seizure or fit. There's a difference between the two, and without actually seeing it, you know, she's not going to know what it is. But if and when Beany has another one, film it. So she said it might be her liver or kidneys. It might be something wrong with the abdomen, like some sort of foreign body or damage to her abdomen. It might be thyroid, might be diabetes, might be a heart murmur, or it might be a tumour on the brain. Now, I know, I'm really trying not to think down that road, but I can't really help it. I know from my time as a nurse that losing control of your legs, and especially if you pee or poop yourself, that's neurological. I'm really trying not to think about that. Really trying. The blood tests will only show if it's diabetes, thyroid, or kidney, liver, nothing else. Other things that it'd have to be more money and the next type of vet in line. Of course, what goes against the poor Bean is the fact that she is an older girl, so she's more likely to have things like this. Saying that, I've never come across an older cat that has had seizures, so this is all brand new to me. But I've also been told by a fellow YouTuber that someone they know had an 18-year-old cat who had been having seizures for years and like well outlived what they were supposed to. That doesn't exactly fill me with hope, but at the same time it's because it's scary. It's flipping scary. I've never felt more like a mum in my life than I did on that Saturday last week. It was very much, I want to hold her, cuddle her, take it all away, soothe her, make sure she's all better again, you know? And I couldn't. And it was nasty seeing that. I was just blubbing so much. But that is what it is. What I will do is, I'd rather you didn't ask, please. But on Fridays, if she has had another, then I will tell the people in the live on Friday what and when. If I don't say anything in the Friday live, it means all is okay. She hasn't had any more. I've left the house twice this week for a long period of time and come back very, very, very scared as to whether Beany will be there or not. And thankfully she has been. She's been spending a lot of time in the house, a lot of time on her bed. Granted, it's cooler in that room, but it doesn't stop me worrying because I'm a mum. But you guys now know I will keep people updated in the lives And of course I'll keep Beany's Besties updated as well. But there you go, there it is. That is how it is, and there's no more I can really say on the subject. But please don't put in the comments, or it might be this, or my son's cat had the same and it only turned out to be this. It's not a tick, by the way. I did, on that first day, I checked all over for ticks. You know how I do like the meckies? In the ears, up the nose, all through the skin, bit by bit by bit by bit. Check down her throat. There wasn't anything. There's no pain on her anywhere. But please don't go, oh, it might be this, it might be that. It doesn't matter what it might be, because if I found out it was X, doesn't mean that I can get the medication until she's been through the vet. Other than that, of course you can comment, just, you know, please be mindful, please. I'd appreciate it. And Beany is now on the thoughts and prayers list for the time being. And I just hope this last week kind of gets forgotten about, like it was just a blip. I don't know what kind of blip, but hoping that it was just a blip. So that is that. I will see you guys soon, but please keep her in your thoughts. Don't want to say bye-bye to Beany, not yet.